The release date for Agatha, Coven of Chaos, the latest installment featuring the infamous witch from Marvel who caused trouble for her neighbors Wanda Maximoff and Vision, is currently unknown. The previous series, WandaVision, marked the start of a new era of the Marvel Cinematic Universe on Disney+. The show explored the Scarlet Witch's character, Elizabeth Olsen, and her sitcom-inspired reality born out of grief for Vision, Paul Bettany. However, it becomes clear that Wanda is not the only one responsible for the reality, as she is being manipulated by the cunning and devious Agatha Harkness, Kathryn Hahn. It turns out, it was Agatha all along. Now that you've got that earworm stuck in your head, you'll be pleased to know that Marvel is working on a spin-off MCU series focused on Agatha herself. Let's face it, we all need more Hahn in our lives, right? The TV series is titled Agatha, Coven of Chaos, and it'll presumably lean more into the magical side of the MCU, much like WandaVision. Agatha's story in WandaVision revolves around trying to take Wanda's power for herself, so it'll be fascinating to see what the story is in the spin-off series. But when is Agatha, Coven of Chaos out? What happens to Agatha? Who's in the cast? Get ready to cast a spell or two because here's everything we know about the Agatha, Coven of Chaos release date. What's the Agatha, Coven of Chaos release date? As of March 2023, we don't know the Agatha, Coven of Chaos release date. At San Diego Comic-Con 2022, Marvel Studios announced the show would be released around the winter of 2023, but we've no other concrete information. This lines up with a Reddit post that indicated a handful of writers who worked on WandaVision are listed on the Writers Guild of America site with the new series in their employment history for the 2023 to 2024 season. Surprisingly, the series is listed as a comedy on the WGA, which means we could be getting more of the fun version of Agatha, rather than the all-powerful villain that causes chaos for Scarlet Witch at the end of WandaVision. It'll be interesting to see what she makes of Wanda's meddling with the multiverse. What's the Agatha, Coven of Chaos plot? Currently, the Agatha, Coven of Chaos plot is unclear. WandaVision briefly touched on who the powerful witch is with a flashback to her time as a young woman in Salem, Massachusetts, but what's she been up to since then? There are hundreds of years to explore in her past, and it's possible that the series will look closer at who she was before she'd ever heard of Wanda Maximoff. But it would also be interesting to see if the series pulls her out of her Westview imprisonment. Considering Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness introduced Mount Wundagore, a key magical location in the Marvel Universe, it's possible Harkness heads there to learn more about what Wanda did that sent her down such a dark path. Remember, Agatha prophesied about the dangers of the Scarlet Witch, so once she snaps out of her Westview personality, it's highly likely she'll go off looking for Wanda. It sounds like Marvel Studios is being predictably secretive about Coven of Chaos, as Kathryn Hahn revealed that they kept her in the dark about the series when appearing on the Drew Barrymore show. I mean, I didn't even know the title of the show until it was released to the public, like they keep it so tight. But considering Agatha was the secret big bad of WandaVision, who's she going to be up against? Fans have long assumed that Mephisto is up to no good in the MCU, but Hahn was skeptical about the idea, saying, "I keep hearing that. I have no idea." That was like a big thing during WandaVision, but I have no, who knows. I mean, I think right now, like anything, like Marvel, I mean who knows, it's anything is probably possible, but like, I have never heard anything definitive about that at all. Who's in the Agatha, Coven of Chaos cast? So who's in the Agatha, Coven of Chaos cast? Well, we know that Kathryn Hahn is returning to reprise her role in the sci-fi series, but don't expect to see Elizabeth Olsen show up alongside her fellow witch. When Olsen appeared on Good Morning America, she explained, "I mean, I would do anything with Hahn, yeah. No, I'm not appearing in it, not as far as I'm aware, but I love that woman so much." That entire show, WandaVision, was just filled with lots of joy. It was great. This isn't so surprising since the end of Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness sees Wanda taking drastic measures to atone for abusing reality itself. In November, it was confirmed that Joe Locke and Aubrey Plaza were both joining the cast in undisclosed roles. The only other piece of casting information comes from a rumor on Twitter, via Inverse, which says Amy Poehler is supposedly in the running for a supporting role in Coven of Chaos, but it's not clear who she's meant to be playing. Again, take it with a fistful of salt because neither Poehler nor Marvel has commented on the news, and it hasn't been reported in the trades. So watch this space. Hopefully, when filming starts, we'll get a better idea of who's joining Han for her spin-off series. Agatha, House of Harkness title change. You might be thinking to yourself, wasn't this show called Agatha, House of Harkness? The answer is yes, it was, but when Disney announced the show's release window, they also revealed they'd changed the name to Coven of Chaos. Is there an Agatha, Coven of Chaos trailer? Unsurprisingly, there isn't an Agatha, Coven of Chaos trailer. Production Weekly previously listed that the series starts production in October 2022, although there's been chatter on Twitter about a supposed casting breakdown that claims the series starts work in January 2023. Either way, it's going to be quite some time before fans get their first look at the Agatha series. If we had to make a speculative guess, it probably wouldn't be until mid-2023 till the first footage arrives online. So just sit tight, true believers, Agatha will be on the way soon.